Talking about women empowerment, what better than somebody who's done it all on her own? Welcome, Purva.
Thank you so much.
So, Purva, tell us, you've been doing Pristine since the last 7 years.
Yes.
How did you start with it?
So, Neha, the journey started very early on. I have always been working kinds, and when I was in the 10th and the 11th grade, I started taking tuitions.
Wow.
For younger kids like my nephew and all of them, just to teach them with a little bit of creativity, drawing and all those things. And that's how the thing of working started. I didn't want to ask my parents for pocket money, so that happened with the pocket money. Then I took on summer jobs for teaching younger kids with all the creative part, obviously, because I've always been not academically good, but I've always been good at creativity. So I started with that. Then I think about in the third year of college, I got an opportunity to do a window display and for a shop or something. And it just started from there, and I did the window display. It turned out to be great. And those times, to do some decor was like a huge thing, because this was, I'm talking about 17, 18 years ago.
There was nothing like decor at that time.
There was nothing like decor at that point of time. So it started with that. Then I had joined my husband's cousin brother that time, and that's how we started the division of wedding management. At that point of time, there were only 2 people who used to do wedding management. There was no term as wedding management at that point of time. So we were pretty new in this field. And everything started with my wedding to, give a shape to the whole thing, and that's how we started with.
So you did your own wedding?
Yeah, I did my own wedding.
Oh my God!
It was a crazy thing. Like, I'm while I was all dressed up and I'm showing the florist, do this, do that.
Oh, I'm sure it would have been amazing.
Yes, and the biggest wedding that we did at that point of time, which had about 3.5 trucks of flowers which were flown in at that point of time, which was very different. Yeah, so just been a journey after that.
Was there a moment where you felt, okay, this is what I want to do?
So there's not a moment that I would say, but of course it's been a journey, and I've always been that creative person. I've done my fine arts, so it was always something which was meant to be in the creative field. But management is an aspect right now, because we do management and we do design also. It's like all under one roof. It was something like, I was always meant to be. In between my career, I had an option of switching also. But I always felt that I'm just meant to do this. So that's how Pristine was born.
Do you feel that there was a need to kind of prove yourself somewhere? That's why you started so early on?
Don't you think it's always there for women to prove themselves, to be out there? And we've always been that, right? Yeah. We need to prove ourselves to our parents, our brother, sister, our husbands, for that matter. And for me, it's always like, I want to do this because I have to show something. So that's how, the perspective was earlier. Of course, after 40, the shift happens, that you start living for yourself. But earlier on, it was to prove everyone.
So in this very male-dominated industry, did you ever feel the need to, do something a little differently to prove yourself again there?
Differently was when I started Pristine. This was like 7 years ago. And I used to be a wedding planner only. Of course, the company was different. We went through a separation, and there was a lot of financial this thing involved. And post that, we were, of course, because it was an own venture, it was supposed to be only by me. There were clients who didn't trust me, and there were people who trusted me. We had a good wedding in hand at that point of time to, just start with. And I was like, full confidence, ke, ye to ho hi jayega. This is not something which I have to. And that person didn't trust me. That, a woman can manage such a big show is not possible. And that's how I didn't do that wedding. But of course, then there were other people who trusted me. So it worked out. But that initial this thing of, proving yourself to everyone was a bit of challenge.
So when you say that, because you've had this journey of starting alone to now such a huge team, what is the difference between the working style you initially had to what you have right now?
So what happened when I moved from the other company and started Pristine, my entire team of 6 people followed me. including the Pune. And Pristine was born out of them only, I would say, because I was thinking I'll do something else. Why do I need to do anything? Pran was also young at that point of time. So if my team wouldn't have joined me, I wouldn't have been, have the confidence to build everything again on my own. And those people who followed me through, and for them, I wanted to do something. And that's how the whole thing happened.
That's very nice. So do you feel those challenges even today?
See, the field I am in, event is a challenge because you're creating something which is just for a day. And you dream of it since 6 months. Like, when you build your house, you're dreaming about it for 5 years and then everything falls in place. The same thing happens with a wedding because, for people, for a father or for a mother, they start dreaming about their child's wedding when they are born.
True, yeah.
So true. We are in a business of achieving those dreams. So for me, I also get so connected with the family, and it becomes by the end when we are realizing the wedding is happening or when the function is happening, you're realizing someone's dream. So it becomes such an important factor for us. So every wedding or every event that we do is like you're realizing someone else's dream.
And very similar in jewelry. For us, what happens is it starts that day and then the jewelry stays with you forever.
Forever, yeah.
So for us also, it's very emotional that
you're building those
deliver.
Memories for people.
Yeah. The market is so cluttered. Everybody's into this business, like even for jewelry, even for what you're doing.
Yes.
It's so cluttered. Everybody's doing the same thing. How does one either talk about Pristine or anybody else getting into a branded business make their own unique space?
So when you are into luxury and niche, it takes time to build,
Yes.
of course. But you come across projects also which you feel you should take it up just for the sake of you need to run your company,
Yes.
right? But for me, I've never done that. I only work with people whom I resonate with, whom I vibe with, and eventually, if you're not connected with the client, you're not able to, वो छोटी-छोटी चिक-चिक में काम नहीं होता है. And of course, you deal with all kind of people. So it's not that, because for a family also, this is a very emotional moment that you're going through. And plus, you're dealing with generations. It's not just one person that you're dealing with. You're dealing with a dada-dadi, you're dealing with mother-father, there's bua, there's everyone who is involved in the family. So you're dealing of generations. So for that, you need to have some kind of rapport with the client or with the family. If the rapport is not there, you cannot do it. So to build this, you have to go through some work which you don't want to do it, and you just withdraw yourself from. And that's how the entire.
You mean the smaller projects that you
the smaller projects, yes. Not smaller. Also, I would say it's not about small or big. For me, it is about if you connect to a person, then you can do their work easily. If you don't connect, then
very true.
Yeah,
very true. I think any kind of client that we all work with, somewhere or the other, we all want that one-on-one connection with them.
Exactly.
So when you say that, a lot of times what happens is, because I've also done B2C, so I understand this, that when you enter a room with such clients who are also some powerful people, what really goes on in your head at that time? How do you have that stand for yourself?
No, I just tell myself I'm also powerful. It doesn't matter who's around.
Yeah.
They should like me. They should connect to me.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
And it's the work that matters, no?
Yeah. It's eventually, it's always, for us, it's more of word of mouth. You work for some family, they only connect you to other family, and that's how the entire relationship is built.
How are you managing everything with Prayan?
So Pran is 13 now.
And he's doing fantastic, by the way. He has his own brand, apparently. I just saw that on Instagram, and
so you better order from his brand.
I thought I'm going to do that.
So he's like, he has a target to achieve. So everyone he meets to, and he'll be like, Auntie, can you order from his
website? So sweet. Tell him I'm doing it.
Yes, you need to do that. And over the years, without family support, nothing happens. So with Chiranjeev, with my in-laws are like just like my parents. I don't call them in-laws also. They are like my parents only. I have full support from them. I would tell them that you need to cancel this. They will cancel. They have to take care of Pran. They'll leave everything.
Yeah.
That's
very nice.
So it's like I'm the daughter of the house. It's not any in-law business.
Because also they've seen you working through.
Yeah, exactly. Right? And my father-in-law was the one who pushed me after the wedding that I don't want you to sit home. Why should I get your talent wasted? You have to go and work. If you don't want to do this, go to the office, help Chiranjeev. do whatever, but you're not staying home.
Is there any one thing in your day that you feel is non-negotiable, that this is what I have to do every single
My
day?
morning coffee.
We all love it, no?
Yeah. I need that time with Chiranjeev, that 10-15 minutes.
Are there any things that you feel that really shaped you as a person? Because what I see, you're a very strong personality.
No,
You can, in fact, I would say you can intimidate those clients.
No,
So-
I just believe in the spiritual power. So I need to go to my mandir in the morning, like the house mandir only. I pray for 10 minutes, and then I just start my day.
It's very powerful, no? But
Yeah, it's just
that's very powerful.
I just absorb all the power which is around me.
What do you think shaped you as a personality?
I think it's the incidences that you go through. I think support from the family shapes you. Like when you have the freedom, everything comes and falls into place.
Yeah, I think
And
when you
then-
go out there and explore yourself more, no?
Yeah,
That is when
exactly,
you can explore
because you don't
more.
need to. You know, when Prayan was 6 months, I did an international wedding. For that, you have to prepare, like, you know. So once he was born, I started office in 2 months, which was a big thing.
Yes.
And
It took
at
4
that
months to get back. So yes,
exactly. So in 2 months I started back, and then 6 months I left him and went to Hong Kong for that wedding, which was a big thing, and no one would
Yes.
accept it also
Yes.
at that point.
Also
The
for
kind
work,
of families
no?
also.
Yes, no, it's
Yeah.
for work. So
But my in-laws were the one, they pushed me. No, you have to do it. Why do you want to miss on anything? And we don't want you to miss on anything because of him.
do you get affected by the chatter around?
Not really.
How do you handle situations?
The chatter is always going to be there.
Yes.
It's just that, you know, I have a very quick thing of here and just let it go and move on.
एक कान से सुना दूसरे कान से निकाल दो.
Completely.
I think that works the best. No?
Yes. And I can move on very quickly. I don't get attached so easily.
So, was there like a moment or a time where you realized that, okay, I'm in the right field and this is what I wanted to do?
So I would put it as that, Neha, Gujaratis are born entrepreneurs. Whatever you do, eventually you want to do something of your own.
Yes.
And when you do something of your own, your passion and the focus entirely changes. There is no working hours that an entrepreneur has. An entrepreneur is always working round the
Yeah.
clock. You know, you are either ideating, you are either doing things to improve your team, you are either thinking about what next to do. That is what an entrepreneur does. That's how an entrepreneur should be. You are not doing a 9 to 5 job where you go to office, you do your stuff, and then becomes too mundane, and that becomes
Right.
too this
How
thing.
even in the night,
Right.
those conversations
Exactly.
are still going on. Okay, this is what we want to do next.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how your thought process has to be as an entrepreneur.
What is the best financial decision that you feel you've taken?
I don't look into finances.
That's
my best financial decision, I would say. You know, money is a byproduct. It is.
Yes.
If you work hard, it is going to follow.
Yes.
So never look at the numbers. You
Look
set
at
your
the hard work.
targets. You set your targets, but don't look at the numbers. And eventually the numbers will multiply.
And so you work hard towards it.
Yeah, exactly. When you set a target, you work towards it. And obviously, you set a target which is something which is obviously involves money. But don't look at the numbers ever. If you look at the numbers, you're constantly calculating. It doesn't work that way.
What is that one thing that you would like to tell your 25-year-old self?
My 25-year-old self, I would say that I should have started Pristine much earlier.
No, even I feel so. Should have just worked a little more harder. A little
Exactly.
more, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Purva. It was
Thank you.
wonderful having you here.
It was lovely to have a conversation.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.